Hey guys, thanks for joining me, and if you like what you see, please subscribe.
Hello, peoples. I am super stoked to show you what's in this package. I have never had one of these. It's by a designer I have a lot of knives of, kind of a completionist of, and if you know me, that probably means Ray Laconico. This is from Alliance Designs. It's an EZE integral. I've never had an integral before. An integral, I'll show you what that means if you don't know. First off, this box is pretty cool. The way it slides open, that's really nice. Oh, that's cool. All right, so this pouch is different than most pouches you get. It's like really soft and cushiony. That's really cool. Welcome to the Alliance. All right, I'm very interested in this. I don't know much about this design other than it's designed by Ray Laconico. It's called the EZE, and it's an integral. I think it's Elmax. Oh, it's got a very nice micarta inlay in here. So an integral, look at that. This is a solid piece of titanium, whereas your usual knife has two scales, right? This is one scale, which makes it a lot harder to manufacture because all of this inside here needs to be milled out and a lot harder to put together. And if they make any mistakes, then it's not going to work, which usually makes it more expensive. There's Ray's name. He likes to put his name on the spine. This one, this is the Monterey. This is the Sea Otter. Does not have that, but let's see if I can find another. All right, I don't have another example of that, but just believe me, it's true. Oh, here's a Caviso. Yeah, so there's Ray's name on the spine of this guy. So cool. Awesome. I really like the way that this micarta looks. I'm going to actually add just a little bit of mineral oil. When I first get a knife that has micarta on it, I usually just put a dab of mineral oil on it, and you'll see, this is food safe. It just brings out the color, makes it look really nice. And the extra oil going on the titanium is going to be fine. This is like a battle finish. I think that he, on the steel here, a very nice finish. I actually kind of like this finish because it takes, it takes wear really well. So that will soak in, and it will, that rich color will fade just a little bit as it soaks in, but that's okay. And this is like a battle finish too, the Sea Otter, right? This is a really cool knife. I did a review of it. There's a link coming up for it right now. You can actually front flip it, which is really cool. Very sharp. This is a great, one of my Grail knives. And then I saw this guy come out. And this is actually a little bit bigger. It's a flipper. Very nice. And if I remember correctly, I think this is Elmax. I really like this bolster, or not bolster, but this like pivot collar. Very cool. And I can already, this is a frame lock. Very nice clip here. I like that color on the clip. It matches the micarta very nicely. And I like that they have a steel insert here for the lock bar. That is very nice too. Okay, shall we open this up? Let's open it up. All right, here we go. Oh, very nice action. Oh, compound grind, tanto, all the things I love. Yeah, nice belt finish, satin belt finish, I believe that is. Got multiple angles here on the blade. Looks really sweet. Hollow grind down here. Nice choke up point here. Integral. Does it have? So it doesn't have an overstop, but I don't, by overstop, I mean, it doesn't have a way of stopping the frame lock from going too far out, but that's okay. I've gotten a little extra mineral oil on this, but again, that'll just rub in and protect the steel. If there's a little bit of extra, that's fine. Let's open it up again. That action is super sweet. I'm just telling you right now. If anything, it feels like a Redemption, like the kind of kick in action it is. The blade length, this just looks super sweet. It is totally my style. And I love that Ray did this design because it's a little bit out of his wheelhouse as far as the way the looks and the grind and everything else, but looks super cool. Blade length, sharpened blade length is about 3 1/4. We're gonna call it 3 1/4. Excuse me. Whereas the Sea Otter is 3. The overall length is 7.5. Sea Otter 6 3/4. Very nice. I just absolutely love this action. I believe that this is Elmax. Let's see if it's written anywhere. I like the fact that they don't. Do you see on the? So they have a stop. The stop. There's a circle cut out for the backstop here for the blade, and it actually goes back in there. Let's see if we can see the inside there a little bit more. Do you see that backstop and how it goes into this groove in the back of the blade, and then it goes in there and locks. And then if we look on the inside here, it's not milled in the inside, but then again, this is an integral, so you know you're not really going to be able to mill that. But that was all milled out from a solid piece of titanium, right? So it's a lot riskier to manufacture these from a company standpoint. The scale is off, you know, one side of the knife is off, then you can replace it, or you can futz with how it's bolted together in the back and the back spacers. This isn't going to, you don't have that problem here, or you don't have that advantage here. This has to be perfectly milled. You have to be super sure of your manufacturing standards, and you have to make sure it works the first time. This is, I'm going to look at the box. Yeah, it is. It's Elmax. And the inlay is micarta. They had some other inlays. I went with the micarta. I will put a link down below. I don't know if they're still in stock or not, but if they are, you'll be able to find them. This hollow grind is so sweet. I just love the way this feels. And you can choke up the flipper tab is not aggressive, and it's not too big either. You can push button it, open super smooth, or you can light switch it. No problem opening, and I'm going to assume the lockup is, you know, this came perfectly tuned, which it should come perfectly tuned for the amount of money that I paid for it. There's a certain amount of money that you pay that you expect it to be nice. This action is incredible, and yeah, almost drop shutty. It's going to become more drop shutty the longer I own it and the longer I use it. I am really impressed with this. This is a sweet ass knife. Excuse my French. This extra big jimping on the back here is super cool and very well rounded on the machining here. I really like this collar, like I said. This clip is standard Ray Laconico type clip. Though this is a wire clip, but you know, he has a lot of these. I think some of my other Ray knives are up in my dresser because I've been wearing them a lot lately. I do like these guys a lot. I love this blade shape, and it looks super simple in the ergos, but the ergos work really well. It feels really nice in the hand. Let's go ahead. I'm going to predict that this is a screaming sharp knife. Yeah. So at the end it teared because I pulled on there. But okay, yeah, and the Tanto also was doing a scroll cut. Yeah, very, very sharp. The tip is reinforced here because, you know, so poking wise, if you were going to pry with it, which I will not do. I really like how there's different planes on the blade here, and the transition between the pointy part and the flat part is very nice. There's no belly here on the bottom of the Tanto, but that's fine with me. It's still going to be, this is a really good knife for poking, slashing. A little bit of a sharpening choil there, not much, but enough to get the job done. Elmax will stay sharp pretty much forever, especially if you do a good job of stropping it, which I will do. And now you can see that micarta inlay with the oil on it. Looks really nice. Very nice color on that. I really like how the pivot and the pivot collar and the clip color match the inlay. It is very nice. Nice little collar around this side as well. And then this back screw here, that's just holding the inlay on. They had to machine this out to get this inlay in. So another part of machining this, which had to go perfectly. Yeah, there's nothing to prevent this from you pushing this too far and messing it up. A lot of times there's some kind of stop, but I don't see one here. The ceramic ball bearing is right there, lifts up onto the ball bearing right there. Very nice lockup, solid. And it's already starting to fall shut very nicely. Yeah, that's it, right? It's once the ball bearing's on there, just a little flick and it closes, locks up real nice. And you know, it's not going to swing open on you. Very nice action. I'm super impressed. This is an awesome knife. Really cool. Now this, I'm gonna say it was made in China. Yes, assembled in China. Very well manufactured. So here, this is an integral. It has a lot of features on it, which these two knives cost the same amount of money, about $425. This is all American made by hand in America by the designer. It looks a lot simpler and has a lot less bang for the buck in a lot of ways. But having said that, I still absolutely love this knife. You know, I don't know which one I would prefer, but these are now like my two top end Ray Laconico knives, and I love them both. Geography isn't everything. I do like supporting the home team, and I do like paying Ray directly for a knife that he made. But by the same token, having an OEM that can produce something like this that is just so screamingly good and nice to look at, piece of art just as well as a practical knife, it brings me joy too. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. And if you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. And you can also leave a comment, which really helps out the channel. If you go down below, you can click on the Patreon link and become a Patreon member for only $3 a month. And then you can be entered to win a knife a month. Thanks so much, guys. And I'll see you next time on Sharp Ends. Bye-bye now.